done. I got a present for you, Tom. This is just for you. Okay.
Okay.
So, our little puppets that we make. We have, thanks to Mason, has made a Yunter Hancey talking puppet for us. And Tom,
if you don't know who Hunter is, Hunter is our estranged employee who disappeared mysteriously. We have not seen or heard. Now, I did wish him happy birthday, and he did like the post. So that's either Hunter or somebody posing.
Could be a bot.
Dead account.
Might be a bot.
Because I wanted to tell him happy birthday because I know birthdays are important to Hunter Hancey.
Yeah, it takes all day.
I will say this. My second cousin's former roommate is having a birthday party today. Sorry, I won't be in. So we know this man lives for birthdays.
Okay.
So I wanted to make sure I thanked him, and I was also going to check the humane, the Humane Society. He might be looking for a dog because we know he likes birthdays and dogs, and the Atlanta Braves and the Georgia Bulldogs. So if you are at a Braves game and you see Hunter with a birthday hat on and a dog, please tell him to come pick up his last paycheck. I think we still have still have your last paycheck.
So Tom, in the spirit of lightening your spirit, put together a video here in the last few days for you. This is
Hunter's tweets.
This is us reading Hunter's tweets with his puppet. And for the folks at home, yes, Tom, he is holding a milk carton. Zach, hold on real quick. Hit computer for Zach. Are you ready, Tom?
Yeah.
Are you ready?
Go ahead.
All right, here we go.
Mooresville, North Carolina has to be the worst designed infrastructure on earth. Man, I just can't. I don't understand why gas pumps, when you pay at the pump, don't prompt you to put you how much you want to pay. Instead, I'm playing Russian roulette with the amount I want, so I don't go over a damn penny. Shake my head. I like Sam Howell, but if Ritter is there, I kind of like his upside more. But I don't know. I wish we would address the secondary still. Front seven is strong. Wide receiver is strong now. Running backs are fine. Tight end is good. Offensive line could be stronger. But I think we can address the secondary still.
Washington Commanders fan.
Stop it. Oh.
Yeah, Kevin thought I was the dogs.
Yeah, the
Hunter got in on that this
the
morning.
last part there was I was trying to read the tweets, and I heard some plastic wrangling behind me, so I thought the dog was getting in the treats. I yell, stop it, and I turn around and it's Zach.
I was looking at his smorgasbord of snacks over
So
there.
that's what this last part is Kevin telling Zach to stop it, thinking he was the dog. So I yelled at Zach to get out of treat.
And Hunter picked it up.
And the Hunter puppet picked it up. So Tom, after a morning of grumpiness, how do you like our new? We got him back on the show. He's live. He's talking. He's tweeting live on our
and he's
show
got
now.
his own milk carton.
He's got his own milk carton.
What I don't understand, I don't understand the gas pump one. I mean, usually when I buy gas, I'm gonna go ahead and fill it back up. I mean, what is this? I mean, I remember when we were younger, you might get $10, Terry. You might just say because that's when you paid cash.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
If you paid cash, you didn't want to go $10.42 because now you're digging around for change. But when you usually buy gas, you usually buy it with a credit card or a debit card. So if you go to $10.38, well, of course, that gets you about a gallon today. If you went to $85.26, is it that big a deal?
So
It might be, Tom, if you only got $85 in your account.
That might be. I mean, you're probably going broke buying birthday presents. I mean, you had a birthday party about every week. So
here's what's funny about that you mentioned that. I was just told this week by the person who put this video together or part of the video together, that you can actually punch in how much you want the pump to do. If you got to hold a button or something, and the digits they're there. You can pump it in. You can type it in, so you don't have to go in and actually tell them exactly.
I've
Trick of
never
the trade.
did
Do what?
I've never did that.
You were
I didn't know you could do
today
that.
years old when you found that
Yeah,
out. I was
yeah,
yesterday years old when I found that
Didn't know
out.
that.
So you can actually type it in. I would say don't ask me. Ask the person at the that runs the station there, the cashier, how to do that. And once you figure out one time, you'll be able to do it everywhere you go. But yeah, he said he does it himself. But so Tom, how do you like our new little feature here on the show?
I think it's funny. I guess it is funny they was talking about the Panthers as he sort of insinuated that was his team.
No,
No,
Commanders.
he was
talking about Commanders.
Okay.
They drafted.
They got
drafted
Sam Howell.
Sam Howell.
That's right, Sam Howell. Okay, he's talking about Sam. That's right. I thought he was talking. What's the kid that the Panthers got?
Corral, how you want to pronounce it, I don't know.
It's Corral. That's how you say it.
Corral. Okay.
KUHRAWL is
I was
how the
laughing so
pronunciation
hard.
was.
I was laughing so hard. I couldn't make out what he was talking about.
Here, I'll put it on mute, and you can just watch him talk and move his little hand while. How about that? So we'll talk over him there. So we got him back on the show, Tom. You've been missing him,
I mean,
and me and
really.
Mason was like, you know what? We can get him on the show.
I'll give him some credit, man. He really kept up with the NBA. Like when he did the NBA, he knew all the players and who they played for in college and who they'd played for in the pros.
He did with college football.
Yeah,
He would know these quarterbacks and on these little bitty no-name teams.
He did. I mean, I don't know how he had time. I guess at the birthday parties, he was over there in the corner on his phone.
On his Twitter.
on his phone, looking up stats. Bless his heart.
I had to take a phone from one of my players in the dugout last night, and I said, take it to your mother. And the player said, can I just put it back in my bag? And I was like, no, take it to your mother. And they're like, please? And I'm like, and I said, no. And this is their next response. But they're all the way up on the hill.
I tell you, it
I
is
was like,
bad.
go now.
I can't really talk. I'm bad on mine too. I mean, but you know, these things I like throwing in the lake. If I didn't need it, just throw it away.
So this week, did you see the big thing this week in baseball? Albert Pujols. You see what he did?
On his first pitch.
Yeah,
Throw a
pitched
couple
this
emphasis.
week.
Yep.
Pitched this week.
Great.
The most career home runs for a player pitching in a Major League Baseball game. Babe Ruth had 686 home runs the last time he pitched in a game. Albert Pujols 681 the other night. And there's the Heat, all of 64 miles per hour. Babe Ruth 565 he pitched, and Jimmy Fox pitched 534 in a game with 534
Oh, it's
home
15-2.
Yeah, 15-2. They bring him in. He gives up 2 home runs.
Does he really?
Yeah.
That's great.
But here's the key. Here's some other key stats in the game. This was the game that Wainwright and Molina has set the Major League record for starts by a pitcher and catcher. Okay? So 10 years ago, Terry, I tell you, when he's sitting there in Los Angeles, I say, in 10 years, guys, Albert Pujols is going to close out Wainwright and Molina's Major League breaking most games battery pitch. What would y'all think? What drugs would y'all have come up that I would have been on for that one? But Pujols to the mound, he gave up 4 runs, 2 home runs, but he got all the outs. He did get all the outs. So he closed out the game where you don't get a save, obviously, but pitched the whole night there for the Cardinals. And as soon as that commercial gets done, I'll go back to some more highlights. But thought that was a fun little thing. It was just big that it was during Wainwright and Molina's big moment there as well. So they all had a good time with that. I meant to mention that during the baseball thing. I don't think I got any more news and notes. Milton didn't get back to me and before we could get him on, so it looks like we're going to miss that one. But other than that, I want to give you some Albert Pujols throwing heat highlights. Tom.
That's great. That's funny.
There's a 60-mile-per-hour called strike.
Yeah. I would have been calling all those pitches strikes.
Everything you threw.
Oh no, there's a lot of good pitches in Major League Baseball. It's like, that looked pretty good to me.
Boom!
Is that a home run?
It might have been foul. Let's see. Yeah, it's in the foul territory. I've been up there. That foul pole is like right up against those seats there, and like you can touch the foul pole in that third deck. I've been up there for McGuire batting practice.
I'm sure that Pujols pitched sometime. goodness.
And in high school and stuff, yeah. You know, he was drafted as a shortstop, believe it or not. And I and my dad was at the only game that he played shortstop in his career in Major League Baseball. He did it in Atlanta. And this was talking about this switch. They did some type of weird switch, and they had too many outfielders because Pujols at the time was playing left field because McGuire was on the team. This was his rookie year or second year. And so Pujols was in the outfield, and so we're like, Dad's like, well, who's playing short? Because they pinch hit for whoever, it wasn't Renter, Eckstein, I think, who was playing. He's like, we ain't got nobody else to play short. And I said, Pujols was drafted to play there, and he's the only one I see. And by God, if he didn't just throw it out there to shortstop, he made it. He got an out, second out of the inning. They got a ground ball and got an out at first.
You know, when you talk about stuff like that, I remember going to Cincinnati, first time we had ever went there, and we went, and it was the Dodgers playing the Cincinnati Reds, and Tom Browning was on the mound for Cincinnati, and he pitched a perfect game.
You saw a Major League perfect game?
Yeah, I was there.
Wow.
That's what I'm saying. In Cincinnati, I could not believe it. Tommy Lasorda got tossed in the game and everything. I mean, we had to wait through a rain delay. And I'm going to tell you how cool this was. We was up in the upper deck at the old River
Three
Bend.
Rivers.
Yeah, Three
That's
Rivers
what it's
Stadium.
called.
But we finally moved down, and we was like 7 seats behind home plate. And we was sitting there, and when it all started, about the 7th inning, people started coming in to the park, like to see this, because it's like he's pitching a perfect game.
Oh, okay.
So, and the people come. Well, the people who sat in our seats come walking in, and they sat behind us, and we's like, "Oh Lord, we're sorry," because we had their seats. And they said, "No, guys, just sit there. Them other guys ain't coming. Y'all go ahead and sit in our seats." So we sat there and watched this happen, and I'm like, the only time I ever go to Cincinnati, and I
You
get
guys
to
did
see
a
this.
perfect game. Who was the pitcher again?
Tom Browning
Tom Browning.
sure was.
I did see Griffey play in Cleveland. He didn't hit one out. He did get a double. He didn't hit one out.
He had a lot of doubles. He had a lot of those.
We were hoping for the home run. Didn't get to see that. But yeah, it's pretty cool. I saw Bo Jackson hit a home run spring training. I think it was off Nolan Ryan. Believe it or not, I was told that. I was 5. I don't know if that's true or not. But I know
Sure, somebody's got it.
I do know Bo hit it. I do know Bo
I'm
hit
sure
it. I
you
can't
could
remember.
YouTube that.
But
I'm sure somebody
I thought
has
we
that.
had 85. We YouTube that spring training game. Tom.
Somebody's got it. Somebody's got it. I'm just telling you.
But I was with James
Somebody-
Mason.
Probably do.
Because
I
I
mean,
remember asking him because he was
Somebody's
trying to
got
explain it. I couldn't. I was 5, so I couldn't get the words Royals and Orioles right.
Yeah.
And I couldn't. I thought he played for the Orioles because there was no team in my minor league, my coach pitch team, there was an Orioles, but there wasn't a Royals. And I had no idea who the Royals were, but I got to see Bo Jackson hit a bomb. It crushed it. Spring training.
it's funny you said it. Somebody just played his first at bat from YouTube the other day, and he hit it and he was so fast going to first. That's what they were talking about, how fast he was. It's ridiculous.
He said of himself he could run like a deer. All right, this weekend All-Star race is in Texas. We'll have coverage of that on KTC Broadcasting. Tom, you want to finish up with some Shelby Heat in there, and I'll give the schedule?
Yeah, Shelby Heating and Air, thank you for sponsoring this broadcast. Give them a call, 704-487-7877. Some of you turning those air conditioners on, you might want to get your system checked out before you put it on full blast. So Shelby Heating and Air can take care of that for you, 704-487-7877. Call that, check them out online, shelbyheating.com.
All right, we got Xfinity racing today at 1 o'clock on 92.9 FM, Texas 250 from obviously Texas. Tonight, American Legion Baseball, Gastonia in Cherryville. Gastonia at Cherryville tonight on WCSL 92.9 FM. And myself and Jason Stain will be out in Shelby tonight for Stanley County at Cleveland County. They lost their opener last night. And so we'll have them today. They're playing a doubleheader today for the folks who want to know about the Cleveland County game. Starting at 4:30, our broadcast will be the second game. So if you do want to go out to the ballpark and see lots of baseball, you can go out there and see a doubleheader today at Cleveland County. Tom, they do have a new Twitter feed that this year that they've combined, and they will be up. So far, they've posted some schedules and stuff like that, so you can kind of follow them along on there. Tomorrow, we'll have 1:15 p.m. the Atlanta Braves and the Miami Marlins, and then the All-Star race from Texas. Terry, any favorites in the All-Star race in Texas?
Yeah, Kyle Busch.
Oh, good grief. Why did I ask? Zach, Slogano?
No, not this week. Let's go with Harvick.
Kevin Harvick for the All-Star win. Tommy?
I'm going with Kyle Larson.
Even in the
know
All-Star
that's where I'm
race.
gonna go.
This one doesn't count, Terry. I mean, Tom.
Yeah. just gonna stick to my guns.
Terry, is this 1.5 mile track?
Yes.
Okay. Ugh. You know who I'm going to pick this week? He's pissed off. Let's go William Byron for the All-Star win. William Byron. All right, we'll see you guys next week on Saturday Morning Sports Talk. KTCBroadcasting.com, brought to you by Shelby Heating and Air.
Family owned and operated, proudly serving Shelby and the surrounding area with the finest in heating and cooling for your home or business.